Welcome to this tutorial, and in this lesson we are going to be learning about the switch statement. So the switch statement is an alternative to the else if and else if. So instead of writing too many if and else if statements, what you can do is that you can replace it with a switch statement, which is neater and more readable, and you can be able to write more elegant code with the switch statement, because sometimes the else if statements can be quite they can result to quite unreadable code, especially when they are very many. So it's advisable whenever you are using the if and else if statements, you don't write way too many of them, and whenever you find yourself you're having too many if and else if statements, then you can replace that with a switch statement. So how the switch statement works is that it selects one of many code blocks to be executed in the same way just as the else if statement, only that does that differently, and also in a very readable fashion and in a very elegant way. So for the switch statement, we normally have an expression which is going to be evaluated, and that expression is normally evaluated once, and after it's evaluated, we can then compare with different cases. For instance, let's actually have an example to elaborate that. We are going to have the days of the week. We have 7 days of the week from Sunday to Saturday. So we have int day. I'm going to say int day equals 1. So assuming Sunday is day number 1 and Saturday is day number 7, that's how we are going to enumerate them. So we would like to write a Java program using a switch statement where if a day is a weekday, we are going to advise someone to report to work, and if a day is a weekend, we can tell them to take a break from work. So that's what we are going to be doing with a switch statement. So the switch statement, we have the keyword switch, which is used to write the switch statement, followed by the round bracket, and of course by now you should of course make a guess, we have the curly braces always appear. So whatever in the switch statement, we evaluate a condition, and whatever we want to evaluate the day. The day is the expression that we want to evaluate, and given, depending on what the day is, we are going to advise a person to either report to work or take a break. So there are different cases. So the switch statement is normally written along with several case statements and a default case. So the default case is the equivalent of the else statement in the if-else conditions. I believe you can understand that. So we are going to have case 1. If the day is 1, then we are going to tell someone something. System.out.println. So we are going to tell someone, we said that we are starting with Sunday, and Sunday should be 1. It's a Sunday. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Take a break. It's Sunday. Take a break. And for each and every one of these case statements or case block, you have to end with the keyword break to tell Java that you have executed that particular code block and you do not wish to proceed further, because remember, only one case can be executed. So when you tell the Java program to break using the break keyword, it means that it has finished evaluating that particular block, and it can move out. It can stop execution of that particular switch statement. So what I want to indicate here as a comment is that we have Sunday equals to day 1, Sunday equals to 1, Monday will be 2, just for your clarity. Monday equals to Tuesday, we have Tuesday should be 3. Then we would have Wednesday should be 4, all the way to the next one is Thursday, 4th day of the week, should be 5, and the 5th day of the week. And then we have Friday 6, and Saturday will be evaluated by 7. So given this, these are we are going to be evaluating. So we have said that the day is 1. So we would like to tell someone to take a break for that particular day. Let's run our program and find out what output it gives us for that particular code. So it tells us that it's Sunday, take a break. It's Sunday, take a break, because we have the case 1. So before we write the other case statements, let's take care of the default statement, which is the equivalent of the else statement. So for the default statement, this one evaluates whenever all the case statements have not evaluated or to anything, or all of them are false. So remember to always write the break keyword. So for the default statement, this would automatically mean that whatever input that we have given to our program, it would be invalid, because for instance, if you indicated that the day number 10, we obviously don't have the 10th day of the week, so that should be that should be an error, and we are going to tell our users that that's invalid input. Invalid input. So having done that, let's change our variable, the value of our variable, from 1 to something like 10, which is obviously false, so that we can see how the switch statement is going to evaluate to the default statement and give us the invalid input. So let's find out. We expect that it's going to tell us that we have an invalid input. It's going to take the case 10 and find out whether we have any of the cases evaluating for the value 10, and it doesn't find any, and therefore it resorts to the default statement and prints out to us that we have an invalid input. Very good. So let's take care of the other case statements after having taken care of the default. So we have case number 2. We write the code. Remember, it's always advisable, because you have to use a break statement, always write it even before you write the other statements. Then you can write the other statements in between. So we are going to have system out println. So if it is case number 2, it's a Monday. Now Monday is a value number 2. So we're going to tell our user of this program, it's Monday, report to work. Report to work. Very good. Let's proceed with the others. Case 3, the break statement. Always remember that if you don't write the break statement, it's going to cause a lot of problems in your program, because it's going to evaluate everything in the switch statement, and that's going to cause you a lot of errors. So always remember, you must use the break statement. System out.println print. So for the case 3 is the Tuesday. So we're going to tell our user that it's Tuesday, and because it's Tuesday, they have to report to work. They have to report to work. Case 4 is Wednesday. Case 4. And also, please follow the syntax. Please note the syntax that after the value to evaluate for the case statement, we have a full colon. So please also take note of that. So we have the case keyword space, then the value to evaluate for that particular case. Finally, we have a full colon, and to end the whole statement, we end with the break statement, or I mean to end the whole code block, we end with the break statement. So let's print out something. When the day is 4, println. So we're going to tell this person that it's Wednesday, and they still have to report to work. Do they really have an option? I don't think so, or we are not giving them an option. Very good. So that's Wednesday. So let's go to case number 5. Case 5, full colon, finalize with a break. So within that, let's write our block of code. System out println So of course, by this time of the tutorial, we've been using a lot of these print statements, but much of the time it's only because that we are this is a class, it's a lesson, it's a beginner series. What ideally what you would find is that perhaps you would find that whenever it's a different case, you would write a different whole operation. You would process some data, maybe you would submit some data to the database, or you would actually perform a number of operations on it. So we are doing this for the purpose of tutorial, but after we have done this, we are actually going to implement a real project so that you can be able to internalize on how you can be able to put all these lessons together. So we are going to choose just one real life project which you can be able to implement and find out how you can be able to piece all these together. So we are at case number 6. Case number 6 is a Friday. So we tell the user it's Friday and they still have to report to work. System, sorry, typos, dot println, it's Friday. Report to work. So our program takes care of a work week where you work from Monday to Friday. So if it's Monday, the person has to report to work. If it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they have to report to work. If it's Sunday, they have to take a break. And also, if it's Saturday for case number 7, they have to report. They will take a break in this case. Our system out println it's Saturday. It's Saturday. Take a break. It's Saturday. Take a break. Very good. So now we have our full switch statement for that particular scenario, where we are evaluating which day of the week it is and finally telling the person what action to take, either to report to work or to take a break. So we already evaluated the default statement. So let's find out for day number 5, what's our program going to tell us. So for day number 5, we expect that it's a Thursday and we should tell the person to report to work. So it evaluates and tells us that it's Thursday and you must report to work. For day number 6, what will our program tell us? For day number 6, our program should tell us that it's Friday and the person still has to report to work. It's Friday, report to work. Day number 7. Day number 7 is Saturday. We should do something else on Saturday. So it tells us that it's Saturday, take a break. So basically, this is the switch statement, which is an alternative to the else if blocks. So imagine in this case, if you are using the else if statements, you would be having more than 7 of them, which would not appear very, very elegant or readable. But with the case statements, they appear a bit more readable, and they are advisable to you. It's advisable to use them. So key takeaways from this lesson, there is number 1, how to use a switch statement, how it's an alternative to the else if statements, and how you write the syntax of the case statements. Case, the keyword case, space, the value to evaluate, and finally key point. This is a very, very key point, is that for every case statement you have to end with a keyword break or with a break statement to tell Java that you have finalized with that evaluation and the switch statement is over. So thank you very much. Keep learning, keep enjoying. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you.